These are the best highlights from all the matches of the day during the 2024 LPL Summer Split.
Yes, you have a lot of armor, but I feel like shenanigans.
Nice timing there for Ala, waits for the passive shield to come up as Rookie hits level 2, immediately trades, but Shanks hit level 2 as well, and he's going to flash forward! Rookie might just go down! Shanks solo kills the best mid laner in the LPL!
Shanks could get that level up.
I think maybe overestimating the presence of Aki there. Aki was obviously on enemy chickens, but the thing is, this is Tristan versus Corki. The deaths come fast in that kind of matchup. Shanji gets a stun. Aki just dropping those Skittles behind the turret as well. Oh, Ala, this is pain. All top laners across the world watching this and feeling Ala's pain.
Shanji?
There's so little he can do. Ghost pop by Shanji. Are they going to complete the dive? There we go. Stun comes in. Oh, 1 HP.
Oh, it's
moves back up, and he doesn't tank the tower.
It takes 3 gold cards. Where was he hiding them up his sleeve?
It really starts to hit. Croco moving up
level
top.
6.
Shanji's level 6, looking potentially for a gold card any second. Croco not even going to try for the spear, just going to abandon ship on that one. Azaki, that's 2 grubs taken, but everybody else converging on the play. AL wants to contest. The smite comes through. Croco gets that one. Shanji TP's onto Shanks, and there's the crash down on top. Rookie much happier with this one. Not a 1v1, but he still gets revenge.
No flash from that level 1, as you were talking about the 1v1, which of course Shanks got away with. Means that he's down tools to work there. AD carries left in a 1v1 towards bot side, and they are very happily fun. And also at this point too, when you get levels in your queue, you can actually trade back in the short trades quite well against someone like the Varus if you're just trading skill for skill. You got the spell shield on the other side too. So I think if you are here as NIP, you're actually pretty okay with how Photic has been working here. One thing which I am interested in as the game goes longer as well is that Photic, I have had some issues with how he's positioned in team fights. Going to call that one out early. I think that the Sivir can help you reposition like that. Rookie will quickly reposition away from this mid lane at the same time. But that Sivir ult can be very, very important to maybe allow Photic the ability to just get himself in a safe spot. And Shanji might not be in such a safe spot. Remember, he doesn't have flash.
Oh, Croco. Alan just flashes to find the engage. Oh, but Shanji's alive. The gold card. And not enough. Oh, Croco's going to take another shot. And he didn't reset off for Primal Surge, but now there's lasers from the sky. Oh, and he's alive. It's an emotional roller coaster.
Oh, I don't know if it's a tragedy in 3 parts. Yeah.
Looks like he won't actually contest, so I've just completely wasted that line, haven't I? Nightmare. AL gonna move
if
back
you say it again louder later, maybe people will forget.
Yeah, everyone will forget,
to say that, because we've got a fight coming through. Draw quartz.
Comes through. Oh my god, he's gone, and then it's a double knock-up on top. Ala unstoppable and forceful, if you will. 5-2 now. Now be 3 groups for AL.
And you might have some paper cards in the top lane, but they're not there at the fight, and that means they can't counter because he's not particularly strong either. Yes, he can buffer out of the engage, but just the damage coming through from everything can be really potent. I think that NIP need to be very careful about Shanks getting control of one side of the map and allowing Ala free entrance into big fights. So they need to make sure they're not blindly walking up into a Malphite who can engage onto them.
Oh, Rookie's looking for the 1v1. He wants revenge for the laning phase. Oh, but he can't quite find it. Yes, he can, because it's not a 1v. Wait, Aki got interrupted. What happened to Aki? I didn't see that one, but Rookie now trying to escape at the top side. Croco flashing, but the spear goes wide. Oh, it's unfortunate. The pounce forward, the slow from the smite. The E comes in, and he finishes the job in the end. Shanks to take the kill, but here comes Shanji to try and ruin the play. TP up to the top side, but it's matched by Shanji's destiny. Croco being taken down by Chwo. In the meantime, Shanji's gone too deep, and he's just taken down.
I mean, ninjas really are in pajamas in this one because they're getting put to sleep. They are being put into bed by anyone. A grim reminder of this fact.
Which seems appropriate, a grim reminder for Karthus. That sounds like a name of one of his abilities. Aki, going to be slowed up here. And I mean, what can you do? What can you do as Karthus versus Malphite?
It's
not
just,
be there, actually, is the answer.
Yeah,
not be in that position.
Yeah, I mean, that's about it. And that's one of the big things that we have to put onto these teams. Yeah, you got to double tap. You can't just leave it at 1.
Yeah, you certainly can't. You know, you're talking about Malphite being on the tier list. He's definitely not S tier, but Malph is high. Hope is going to be pulled in as I'm desperately trying to force a terrible burn. Hope goes down. Good start for NIP. Ricochets bouncing around the team, but Ala trades it. Rookie finishing another 2 for 1, and NIP can move towards Baron.
Yeah, that's a really good play from NIP. Ala doesn't get a big ult onto the backline in the way that he needed to. Shanji dies, yes, for the 1-for-1, and then they go straight back towards the Baron. But remember, there are a lot of flashes here for NIP if they get the fight after.
Nip win the fight, and so AL grab themselves the Baron. That doesn't seem fair to me, but you know, that's how tempo works in football. Stoppage of play, they love it. They love an advert. They just love an advert, don't they? AL setting up here with Baron, soul point spawning in 2 seconds.
Hello?
TPing to topside river, and in the meantime, Kale just... NIP were confused as well, and they just take the opportunity. Great spell shield from Photic, blocks Allah's ultimate, but it doesn't really matter.
He thought he was coming out from vision. Shanti hadn't even popped the ult, so Allah was actually on Fog of War. He tries to hands check Photic pretty much, but can't quite get away with it. If he gets that ult, though, it pretty much would have been a game-ending play where you have the end of that Baron buff, and you could go into the... Well, either way, you're going into the Infernal Soul. Anyone's Legend take the one kill. They'll take the Dragon afterwards, and that one is a heck of a big strategic gain for Anyone's Legend.
Great engage coming out from Kale, and honestly, it might be a game-ending play anyway.
This is a truly special thing. But that team fight there is really quite something. And Rookie's been hiding this pressure for a while. He's spotted up by Shanks.
He's got a radar somewhere hidden on that seal, manatee, whatever the hell Earth is. Juo going to be hooked in, and that's enough to find a pick, and one pick can snowball into a fight. Aki knocked up. Now not quite in range for the... Oh my god, that spear on Photic, that's ridiculous.
That reminds me of the... Oh, he gets the kill!
Well. Croco the sniper throwing the javelins. Call him Hercules at this point. Forced away, and that'll be a top tier 2.
I mean, is this Croco or is this like Season 3 Faker or something? The poke Nidalee mid makes itself a return, a shadow of old from that one. And AL, they're going to be pushing in with the Infernal Soul, and they look for the hook. They miss, but they're looking for the end.
Looking to try and finish things off. Shield across the team. Shanchi looking for more as Droll gets the engage onto Kale. He's fairly squishy, and this is where the AD carries come alive. Photic moving forward. Allah blocking for the rest of his team. But in the meantime, Croco's dived in, and it's 2 for AL. Photic moving forward, looking for Hope here, but Hope survives, and NIP crumble. Photic desperately kiting away. The Ricochet's doing some damage. Here comes the space laser, but it's not enough. Allah burns. Shanks will survive.
Just about survives, but buddy, I think there was some foul play involved in that. The yellow...
They're not played well by L, can go a little bit awkward.
That being said, what's going to really help them is that there is not a single flash on NIP, and Allah has his, and you've even got the Hex Flash on Kyle. So AL, they should have the pick of the litter when it comes through to finding their engages. NIP, they don't even want to work with flashes. They know they don't have the flashes, they just have to sit and farm, they have to scale, Rookie's pushing out a side lane. They need those summons. So far, they've largely been in control of this game. They've had one slip up around that base, which got a little bit dicey for them, but they're pushing in right now. You can see the siege, you can see the threat of the engage. Flash is not quite up for NIP as well. The timing window for them to find an engage without those summoners up. Again, the flash economy is just still available for them.
An engage in this flash economy? I don't think so. AL moving towards a second in him as Juo just chunked by a big one from Shanks.
Are you ready for the mouth of Wall Street?
Where did Rookie go? That was bullish to say the least. AL looking to finish things off here. But they're out of minions. They don't actually have any way to... Oh,
no flash.
They've got a way to find their way in here. Chanji taken down. Another spear with a rocket on top. I mean, NIP, they're just... This isn't war. This is pest control, to quote the Garlics. Joel going to fall as well. And that is just a massacre. An absolute massacre. AL just beautiful game here.
This composition, we had some worries about what could happen in the early game. They get one good gank onto the Malphite, and the team comp is set up for success. It's the Viego being able to ult out of a play as well. AL, they want to be pinning that first target down and nuking them with the double demolitionist and the brand burning them as well. But is the time where in this matchup you can do something, because it's level 6, he doesn't have flash, you have ghost. Maybe you can make something work it. While in misposition on the bot side, draw quartz, just about gets out.
Some bombs coming out from Hope as well. I will say Ziggs doesn't do that much just yet, but still has a lot of zone control. It's quite difficult to move into the river against all of those bombs flying your way, the satchel charge, the Hextech minefield. AL move into the river once more. We just got an extended 4v4 face-off where everyone just looks at each other. It's a triple route coming out from Photic, but doesn't lead to anything. Aki, stun over the wall, goes wide. Photic engaged upon by Kale, and that's going to be Photic gone. The burn ticking away on Juo, and recess for Shanks as well. Aki flashes out and will get away with his life.
Oh, we mentioned Bowser's Castle earlier. Shanks doing a bit of a Goomba stomp there. Gets the triple jump in that play. As you can see, Photic caught out by Kyle on the Leona. We said that's important for him. Kyle, of course, has no flash here. Wouldn't really be able to force that much. It's going to be the Dominus. But he doesn't have any cooldowns left now. Shanks should just be able to walk away.
Yeah, we could well have a scrap over this objective. Photic finds a route. Just going to look for a soul there. It's Kale. Croco starting off the red buff. Kale just using the Drake to get a bit of harassment to NIP.
Go forth, my minion. Strike them down.
He reckons he's one, Kaiser.
Gosh, remember that? That was such a weird iteration of that one. We once again have a converging of forces coming towards this bot side of the map. Dwar has ult, has flash. You can't stand too close to walls with this Ornn.
Croco's moved into the pit, doesn't have flash. This could be... Oh, Dwar! I thought he was going to miss the ult for a second there. Gale standing on the front line, but Shanks has just walked into them and dies. In the meantime, they get the Drake. Shanks sacrificing himself. Oh, Rookie! Denied on the wall. It's a kill for a Drake. I don't know. Down into the depths of the river. Tom Kench waiting beneath the waves. 2-2 on the scoreboard. And honestly, it's a pretty sizable gold lead for AL. They're looking good for the advantage in the second game. And Photic has been caught out. That's his cleanse. And now a solar flare lands on top. Croco easily finishes the job.
Okay,
I mean, that's
but
just egregious.
We have to talk about this. This is not isolated. Look back at the end of spring. Look back at what happened in their first series as well. Photic's positioning has been quite dire at points, and it is important that he goes down here. Can't even use his ult. He can use it from base now, at least as he's respawned. That might be what NIP are hinging on.
Hope feeling inspired by Photic there. Forced to flash, and now bomb over the team. And this is the beauty of it. Leona locks someone up. All of the skill shots immediately collapse on top. And the health...
Last phase of play.
I know it's only their second series, but I'm getting so excited about AL at this point. I'm like opening up the second tab to order a jersey. Rookie taken down. Kale, has he missed a solar flare yet?
I don't think so. And yeah, so in terms of it's only their second series, should we get excited? I think we absolutely can do, because you got to call out the good play when you see it. Shanji tried to ult through the wall, can't quite get it. Teleport back.
Oh, he's Shanji. He's Shanji. The railgun comes up through, but it's a solo kill for Shanji. TP out from Joel keeps him alive. Maybe there's a glimmer.
Lane turret does fall, so that's going to be another objective picked up. But I think the AL, great phase of play in the last minute or two. As we said, important to call that one out. But they lose track of the extra summoner coming in from Draw on that teleport. Now, Arla might have to get a defensive teleport from Shanks, unless it's just not here in time.
I mean, lots of counterplay available there. He spent more
deep
time
teleport. Look at the deep teleport.
In the floor. Very deep teleport from Shanji. He's just abandoned the play. He's just gone to the wrong side.
Come home!
And in the meantime, the rest of the team is being blown to smithereens. Photic stepping forward to try and sell for Shanji, but he's still a million miles away. It's the worst teleport I think I've ever seen.
What? Where have you gone? Go home, Shanji!
Was about to dive. He thought that he was the one making the play, but turns out he was evacuating. It's a kind of dodgy Herald, honestly. That feels a little dangerous positioning-wise. Shanji, forced away, does get on the right side of the Sandal Charge, and Croco's overstepped again. Twice in a row now, they punish the jungler of AL. Looking for more as Shanks as the bomb comes in, and Ala's on the top side of the play. Wants to get in the mix. That's another one. As they dive further in, Kale has no fear. And neither the rest of the team of Shanji stuns all three of them. The railgun in, but it's too little and it's too late. NIP torn asunder. The gold difference is just far too much. Photic has nowhere to run, and Shanks is happy to pounce.
That ain't merit. That ain't merit. It's not like Joe is 5k ahead himself. So that is not a fair trade deal, and that is not a fair combo.
The sun and the bombs come flying on down. It's like something out of Mad Max. There goes Joel as well. He tries to save his mid laner, and he pays for it with his life. And now Shanks blows that mid lane open. It's like Gas Town all over again. AL pushing in on the bottom side as they look for two inhibitors. And honestly, I don't know if there's anything NIP can do about this one. AL can keep the push going, because remember, this is the demo squad. They annihilate towers.
They have 6 grubs, they have demo squad, they have a Baron buff. This is the end of the game. NIP, you have 1 shot left.
Wibbs Wall does absolutely nothing from Rookie. There goes the tower. 1 tower remaining for AL to finish this game, and Ala has found Aki. Shanji tries to get in. the Orn horn sounds, but there's no follow-up on the engage. And in the meantime, the Nexus tower has gone down. Shanji alone, AL making it happen. They're against a top 4 LPL team, and they remind everyone to put some respect on the name. The absolute legends step in once more.
You go back even 4 or 5 years ago, Kalista into Talir or things like Ashe, you'd be saying, oh man, you can't play into the and it gives you a flat burn as well. It means that they're very, very powerful. So Hacker losing this dragon. Oh, brother.
He lost vision. That's unfortunate. Brief though. In the meantime, in a lot of trouble up on this top side. The bleed is plenty alongside the burn. And he's more than happy if Tarzan plays on the opposite side of the map. But hang on, it's a hook on Doggo in the route to follow up from Light. So flashing to find that. The flick back from Xiaohu. Doggo surely goes down here. Crisp flashes for the route and Doggo falls. Crisp low, but Niket can't really trade the damage. Great play from Weibo.
Really helps out with being able to, again, space out this matchup. If you're able to get into that sweet spot, can really help. Of course, he doesn't have a teleport. He needs to be able to cancel that if Breathe runs to join the play. Really wants to as an early game Camille. Ultraprime will watch that dragon go down, secure a little bit of vision when the bot lane crash as well. Things calming down a little bit. Ultraprime have themselves the gold advantage. Is this a full dive? I don't think they saw Hacker on the bot side of the map.
Crisp is kind of hard to dive, but Nika is happy to tank the tower. He could have took another shot.
He's a level up.
Well, they're spotted, but there's 4 of them. Breathe, you gotta make some kind of miraculous
An even
outplay
fight,
go
then?
on here. Let's see if the hook shot is good. The solar flare goes wide, pulled in here. See you later. Never mind, no outplay. He's CC'd it down.
For moments you had again those visions of the past. Shipmaster outnumbered 3-1. An even fight? No, there's 4. It's not an even fight. That was his fault, so it's a huge plate advantage. Ultraprime, they're continuing on top side as well. No globals. That's 2 towers with plates involved. To Weibo getting 1 tower with only half the plates.
It's looking like the best Lord of the Rings film at this rate, because that is a tier 2 going down as well as the tier 1 on the top side for Ultraprime. They're basically 3,000 gold up over Weibo right now, and they're looking clean doing it.
Did you know that Niket broke his foot when he kicked Breathe in the under the tower type? Where was top lane when the top? Oh god, that's great. I love that. We get ourselves Dragon spawning now. Actually quite important for Weibo. Herald goes in. Niket very tanky. Can't really punish him popping out of the Herald there, and the 6 grubs become the Zerg Rush. That's how making the board is slightly more valuable. Gonna get Weibo, sadly for them, can't even answer with 2 dragons early. We said that there are macro options by them ignoring dragons. Harder to do that when you don't get too early, because by the time the 3rd and 4th dragons come in, you don't quite always have those advantages. They have split the map, they do get themselves that top lane out of turret. Prime ready to go now, they have the 6 grubs. Don't have the best siege, but they have enough to force them off away from the defenses. They'll get themselves that one, Yokai. Side, just so I get away with that. What a way he's going to Breathe!
No, Breathe
You
is just
guy!
gonna kill him!
You
Breathe just
guy!
kills him in half! Oh, it's a disaster! Breathe! Maybe the main character! Maybe it's him that broke his toe after all!
Oh, what just... Again, this is, the light is not quite yet out in this game. Breathe, I think, compared to ZDZ, is a much more consistent and capable carry player. ZDZ had great games for Weibo, but they were not, I don't think, as consistent as we've seen from Breathe in the first 2 series that we've seen from him. Even when he's been put behind the game, he has impact. Getting 700 gold from an inner turret, trading that for a dragon. Weibo, I think they got a really good trade for this last objective. Very
that he's known for making an impact on, and he's been
Teleports.
found, or has Niket been found? That's the question. Solar Flare comes in on the TP. What a play from Niket! He turns it around, and it's Xiaohu to go down. The TP far too deep.
Again, this support player, a bit of real revelation for Ultraprime in the first
Basically, all of the times that the players have interacted in this game, Ultraprime are coming out on top. Breathe though. He's being a bit greedy here. Hacker's moving over the stun lands, and that means Niket is free to finish the job. Yokai gets the
Andre's on Hacker. He hasn't even bothered the Blackfire Torch. He'll have incredible Baron speed. And it feels like Ultraprime may have just found themselves 2 quick plays in a row, which could seal them the game. Weibo must stop the Baron.
Why do I hear boss music for Weibo right now? I'm not sure that this is a fight that they can take Tarzan's over the wall, and he wants to try and find a miracle snipe, but he can't even get over. Baron taken for Ultraprime. I can hear the votes.
He's got some good things. Anyway, the board is set. The pieces are moving. Ultraprime going in towards this mid lane with the whole horde of these grubs coming alongside it. They have the 6 grubs. It is so easy for them to kill turrets. Weibo might look for a flank TP, but they don't have the wards for it even then. They need to find a way to stop this. Here goes Niket.
Niket finds his angle full of Italia. Throw yourself in next time and rid us of your stupidity. It's a bit of a harsh quote actually to say about a player, but Xiao who caught there. Won't get away with his life. In the mid, in here, probably going to go down here. Jingtian, in the meantime, using the Baron to try and...
Xiao is going, he's going to use his ults.
It's a hell of a TP. Let's see if the Weaver's wall is good enough, but Crisp has already gone down before Xiao can even arrive. He's late to the party. The third day's arrived, but Helm's Deep has already fallen.
There is no set of cavalry charges which will win this away, but they didn't have the TP wards. They couldn't get there in time. The 6 grubs is too much. Weibo, what have they controlled start to finish? It feels like from Ultra Prime. As soon as those 2 players went down on the side lane, it felt like Weibo struggled to wrangle the map again.
The irony of Xiaohu's wall not being enough when the bomb under the wall is what broke Helm's Deep. Dragon started by Weibo. They're going to try and rush this objective before Hacker can get here, and they do manage to deny the Drake. So a silver lining at very least, and they will walk away. But
the cat doesn't hit it this time. They choose the Pokemon in the Ultra Ball. It's not going to be choosing a battle this time. They'll flee for now. Weibo will be safe from those ultimates.
It's looking a little bit like Frodo's visions in
and finally break open this game. Sadly for them, Light is not on one of these carry late game champions, which has really worked. And here it goes again. Tarzan caught.
Now for Wrath, now for Ruin, and for the Red Dawn. Weibo do their final charge, but it is met under the sword. Ultra Prime cut them down where they stand. Breathe finally arriving, but it's too little too late. Crisp hooks on in. One last ditch effort, but it's not going to be enough. Decimation is the name of the game for Jingtian. He finishes the job. The towers fall. Helm's Deep has fallen. And Ultra Prime step up in Group D.
So return from Quenska in the ult to peel people off of that. I think they have winning side lanes with the Tristana and the Twisted Fate. But I think if it comes to a straight up engage, particularly with a Conqueror as well in a matchup like this, if you get Conqueror stacked up, your bonus stats you get at that point are absolutely disgusting. Xiao is going forward. Tarzan has flash. What's it going to look like with the bomb here?
There from Yuakai, but he's flashed on and taken down. Xiao first blood. Wait, Hacker's chasing. Oh, wait a second. We've got a Lumberjack versus a tree. This never ends well for the tree. Hacker flashed away from Tarzan. From when and more of an if. I really hope that doesn't happen. Xiao is a legend of the league, one of the very best, maybe the best mid laner in the history of the LPL. I certainly don't want to see that direction happening. We'll return to this conversation later on in the split.
It's good to have that benchmark put in all the same way, but consistently consistent. And Xiao around bot side. Tarzan, no flash. He could be in a bit of danger if he gets CC'd.
Crisp going to be there. Xiao flies into the side of the plate as well, but Tarzan's just gone already. Light zoned away by Doggo. Hacker low on HP. Yuakai moving into the top side of the plate.
The passive!
Light can't get away with his life. Taken down by Doggo. Niket tanking in the meantime with a spiraling despair. On to Xiao as well. This is Ultra Prime taking over. Weibo are meant to be the favourites, but they're being destroyed by Ultra Prime. Waves and denying dives.
We have a dive potentially, by the way. Again, Jingtian has the Barbie Center. He's just trying to clear out the wave ASAP. This is why he's got the Barbie Center. He wants the wave clear ASAP. Has flash, has ult. I think he's stuck under tower though. Yuakai would have to teleport him for a defensive TP. Can they do that in time? They're trying to stop him from recalling. He has his passive. There'll be a Q to stop this off potentially.
Well, the shield
the passive doesn't stop it, but the CC
the
does.
Lands gold card comes in. He's got to do a flank raid, but it cannot be done on this one. Twist
Light buff as well. You need 4 nowadays to unlock that one. So this is still strategically pretty okay, and that is a very important moment. Because if that Ezreal had taken it, they would have had void modes.
Yeah, that was about as close as they come. Like nearly. Get it, Xiao dived on by Jingtian, and Doggo is here to follow up as well. Massive proc kill for Jingtian. Sure, these players are going to help him that much. However, Weibo are ahead. They're 1,000 gold ahead right now. Jingtian going to get another plate.
No flash, no ult, and there's a Braum coming for him. This is probably a flash Q or a flash auto. I'd imagine this is a dead.
I would say so too. Gets a little bit of movement speed. Is in the wave, and he's pretty tanky. That's Crisp's ultimate coming on through. Jingtian is gonna go down.
Takes a while.
Okay, it takes a little while.
stuff on that of the actual maths. You're going to have to correct me on that one. But still, because Malphite gets so much free armor from maxing his W, it's not as bad. Oh, that's a flash. Oh, Tarzan! No flash!
The turret! Oh god, it's a disaster. Doggo gets 202 on the ping. Weibo should still be able to siege this tower down. Like, it's really good damage down on this Ezreal as Breathe moves in. Xiaohu's here too, but Hacker just want to let it go. Here we go, reinforcements arriving.
No!
Right between the goalposts. Xingtian, he whiffs it, but line goes down anyway. Hacker trying to chase for more at this point, and Chris will walk away.
That one, the better.
I mean, it's still a positive play for Ultra Prime, all things considered. Cat wants to get...
Oh, the cancel!
Gets after the W. Beautifully done, Xiaohu. He knows he's going down. Just takes their tower. Mika dropping the emotes. He is feeling it. There's rookie support. He's...
Because they had to respond to bot side and then try to try top side as well, with mid lane open to taking, Ultra Prime open up an important section of the map. And now them, with a very heavy engage pick combo, can potentially use this to good effect.
Xiaohu,
close.
The hook ever so slightly away. And again, takes the route here, gets into the brush, and actually they've been abandoned by the team. The carry's nowhere near on this one. Nicket's going to go down first. Hacker next on the chopping block. If they can keep these slows going. Flash from Tarzan.
How's he going? Here comes Breathe.
TP coming in from Xingtian. This could be huge. And Breathe is just going to go down. Doggo finishes the
Xingtian!
job. Knock up there onto Xiaohu, who just about gets away with his life. Dodges the severing bolt. But Doggo is still going strong on this one. Slow onto Crisp as Xingtian looks for more. Crisp hit by the severing bolt.
He's already got 2, he added an extra one on top. He's like, okay, I've got 3 dragons in this series, that's my job done. We'll give it over now.
He's increased his amount of dragons this series by 100.
He's been okay in this one. They're starting to rush the Baron now, though. We'll stop talking about that. Xingtian doesn't have teleport for another few seconds. The Malphite can't get there.
I mean, this is free. This is free. Hacker's not even going to be able to get it, although he does have flash. Maybe the OLAP flash comes in after all. Gets the big, but can't get the spike. Yuakai trying to protect his front line. That's Nicket's go down, but Hacker's still moving forwards here. Xingtian TP's into the play, but Hacker's just going to go down, and Weibo might just snowball this one. 2 kills for...
Fight for the dragon just after and try and get themselves Hextech Soul. I think that Soul could end up being a game-winning advantage if they can claw it back. They're going to have to do it from a gold deficit now. Weibo, after getting that clutch Baron, in a good spot for themselves, and with Light being harder to get to now, get it on his power picks as well, power points rather, with his items. I think it's going to be
difficult during these sieges, but if a good engage can come on through, Doggo full AD on the Kaiser here. 3 items he needs to be the carry, and this could be the opportunity. Light forced over the wall, Crisp left all over. Yuakai's gone down in the meantime. The rest of the team has fallen apart, and Xiaohu jumps back into the base. Doggo falls to Light. That's probably game. That's going to be an ace for Weibo. Out of nowhere, they get Baron, and they flip it into a game win. Light with a triple kill. My God, how the hell have they pulled this one out?
They pulled that one out of their last bag of tricks. But what do we say, Weibo? You just can't tell how this team will turn up in a game. Apparently even just on 1 game in the Rift 2, losing up until they won, they clutched out game 2.
They've managed to do it again. We're going to 3 games. Ultra Prime full as Weibo take us even here in Shanghai. Certainly has the hands for it. Let's see how he performs.
The thing is, also a lot of the dashes, a lot of the engage coming through.
On either side, 1 crab apiece. Yuakai gets a nice little trade against Xiaohu, although Xiaohu trading it back pretty efficiently. Oh no, Chris!
Oh, he cancels it!
Nicket gets the combo! Ignite down! Nicket first blood! He forced from Yuakai, which will mean Xiaohu can push that wave to deny some minions mid.
Versus, big farming junglers. Every time you fail a play like that, you're letting them get another side of the jungle, but he's going to go right into Hack now, forcing a flash potentially, gets himself a W.
I mean, Sichuan, he loves these 1v1s. Hack is just going to get solo killed by Tarzan.
Load of different stats because once it's going to go for the second dragon of the game. This is important. I mentioned this a lot in our cast recently, where effectively, if you get 2 early dragons, you can ignore the next 2, 3, and choose to get gold instead in the mid game, which is obviously a big part of how you play mid game. So by getting these 2 early, gives Ultra Prime some options. Problem is, I do still feel like Breathers, people take it to mean if we hit target dummies at level 18 with 6 items, who does the most damage? It's not always about that, it's about who can do damage. I'm worried about this Draven. If they get a kill now, I think that conversation turns a bit more Ultra Prime favored. But around this Herald, we need to see the ult misses from Tarzan.
And it's a herald taken by Hacker. Satchel charge, but it won't matter. Oh, hang on a second. Xiaohu's been found by Jingtian. The all-out comes on through. Flash used, but Ghost in play for Jingtian. He's trying to chase him down. Oh, wait a second. The Requiem comes down. And Xiaohu.
Cats.
Combo onto Tarzan here. Chris playing to try and block for his jungle, but Doggo's on the flank as a Draven. Doesn't get the cash in though. Kill went over to Hacker. Yukai trying to follow up for more, but he's stood against the wall. Bomb across 3 people, but the damage just isn't hit for Weibo. Xiaohu arrives behind the play, and he's tearing through the health bars. Suddenly it all flips on its head as Xiaohu saves the day. Big 1-on-2. Hacker nowhere to go. Drops Herald. Wait, he's going to try and ride
He
Herald.
wanted to use a ward.
Climb aboard, ladies and gentlemen, but he's going to hit the wall, surely. No!
He gets the
knockout! Hacker, you lunatic! 2 HP in a dream! Hacker thumbs up and walks away!
Now Breathe needs to be very careful. His positioning gets a lot harder if there's engaged tools left up and he doesn't have flash. Weibo recognized this and they just said, look, let's just not tempt fate. We don't want to do this too easily. Cosm does have this is a late setup for them.
2K on the Dragon. I believe it's going to go to Ultra Prime here. It's actually Doggo that gets it. Hit by the ultimate, but cleanses immediately. Crisp the target.
The cash in!
1,000 gold into the pockets of Doggo. And a Requiem flies across the team as well. That should be enough to dissuade a fight for Weibo. They want a bit more. Bomb on in. Jingtian on the front line. Dashes to safety. Yukai the next target. Breathe wants a bit of the action. Yukai still has flash. I think he's fine on this one. But Breathe wants to prove me wrong. Trying to get under the tower. 6
Stat check here with lifesteal and prior AD, which he has a ton of. Right, that's a Carthus. Oh, they're going. Were they just using that to stop Xiaohu from backing? Niket sees it, gets this. There's a kill onto Breathe on the other side of the map.
Wow, okay.
All of their mid laners to pick AD champions instead of like the AP mages, which was a big holdback for a lot of these things. You guys going to pop back himself to make sure he gets the local gold on that tower as well, which he will do.
Niket trying to body block for his team. He's the bouncer, denying entry. Tarzan used the ultimate just onto Niket, but he's punted away, and Jingtian knocks him off. The damage is there, though. Requiem now across the team. Yukai gets one. It's 1-4 so far, but the health bar's a lot for Ultra Prime. It's double for Breathe as they look for a little bit more as well. Breathe trying to close the gap here. Ultra Prime, empowered recalls. They might be able to get away with this one if they play it right, but they need to find space here.
Doggo's getting Bloodthirster.
Yukai trying to get a good trade. Is in the meantime, Hacker's just taking crooks. He's just getting bonus farm at this point. Doggo still full HP, and he's got so much damage to work with. They've got to play it perfectly. It's a 4v3. Crisp can't get in because he's so jumped. Doggo dodges the knockback and Breathe goes down. No, he doesn't. Into the brush, he survives somehow, and so did Tarzan. Now being chased onto the other side of the map. What is this play? This is absurd.
Doggo!
Flash from Doggo to finish the job. It's the Doggo.
Into the wrong side of the map, and then Baron going alongside with it. Because Weibo was so delayed in taking everything to the top side, Dragon's potentially going over too, but we might get a fight over it.
I mean, Weibo want to fight. I don't really know if they can, to be honest. Hacker's just going to be finishing the string while the rest of the team plays to deny entry. Tars on the target, Xiaohu jumped. This is going to be Soul, Ultra Prime, 2 objectives in a row, and Weibo just best, and Doggo with a snipe on the back end of the play. From Ultra Prime. They have been a bottom team basically since this organization came into existence, but they want to prove that they have got better. They have got the players, they have got the skill to change that story. An upset over Weibo today would be monumental for them in terms of moving forwards. And we've Yukai actually goes for an all-in 2v1 with the ultimate flying in. The whirling death from Doggo a little shy, and it means he won't get the kill in the end, but Breathe went in the meantime and like the next target. Nick kept tanking as they dive the tier 2.
Hacker just gagged both sides of the map at once! He just ulted top lane, killed Vayne, and almost got Xiaohu and Light at the same time! I mean, get you a jungler that can do it like Carthus.
Breathe.
I think that Tarzan might just be about to kill Jingtian. They could teleport in. Xiaohu's in range. Can you get the passive down without the spell stoppable? He can. Oh, don't do this again.
He's not got all out, so I don't know if there's a big angle, but there is a TP angle out from Yukai. Niket arrives on the scene as well. Jingtian was just looking juicy. He was setting up for the team. Knock up onto Chris. The damage is there. Magnet Storm is not enough, and Yukai grabs a double kill.
They are matching the initiative away from Weibo in the way that happened to them in just the game before. Really feels like Weibo have been overforcing now, and the amount of damage on Doggo, Hacker, Yokai is too much for them to contend with.
This is going to be at minimum 2 inhibitors. 5 seconds until Tarzan is back on the map. Ultra Prime still going strong. And this Hextech Soul has got so much value across.
Large the Kingdom one. It
Well,
was.
true.
It is getting ever closer. And again, this fog of war is horror survival.
Oh no, Chris has to be the one to face check. Does survive or
Surely
does
doesn't kill.
he? Laser from the sky. The burn ticking at 500 damage burn. Comes on through.
The damage from that, damage from everything is going to give free end.
The Yokai saves his jungler somehow. Hacker gets out of that one alive. Doggo can't quite find his mark with his axes. Jinxian just walks towards the enemy. In the meantime, Yokai started off Elder. He's just going to try and solo it. Requiem comes out. Look at the damage coming out from Hacker. That is absurd. Doggo flashes into 4, cuts them to pieces. Breathe desperately trying to escape, but their soup is in the base on top of everything else. Ultra Prime take a bow. This was gorgeous.
Oh, there was a bite, there was a snarl. I'm calling hacks. That combo is absolutely disgusting into the late game. They got the gold, they got the damage, they got the damn series.
I wasn't sure if we were going to see Sky Lasers into Dragon Lasers, but they don't even need it. Doggo flashes to finish the game. What a beautiful play.
These were some of the best highlights from the 2024 LPL Summer Split matchups of the day. Which moment was your favorite? Let me know in the comment section below. This is OP, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.